you know, I'd really love to show you this beautiful trick, but in order to do that, I need to borrow a bill. Somebody have like a 100 that I can. You sure gave up that too easy. Oh, do you have a? No, I'll take it. That's fine. This is great. This is very good. It's very nice of you actually to loan me this. Really is. I could do this trick just as easily with $1, but it's so much more impressive, you know, when you use 100. Very nice of you to loan me this $100 bill. Now, aside from the bill, could I also borrow from you a playing card? Not to worry. Not to worry. Just so happens that I came prepared. This is your card. At the end of the trick, you can have it, okay? It's yours, along with your $100 bill.
Okay.
You know, you're very fortunate that you didn't have a playing card, because what I do is I destroy the whole deck of cards by folding it in half just like that. Now, have you ever seen that thing on television that they call the Twilight Zone? Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Good. You know, I did this trick for a fellow at a party, and I said, do you ever know that trick on television, the Twilight Zone? And he said, show, and he said, yeah. He said, yeah, I know it. I own it. Good. All right, anyway, it's a true story. Your card, the Jack of Clubs, goes backwards inside the $100 bill. All right?
Okay.
So you know about the front, you know all about the fourth dimension because you've seen that Twilight Zone show. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Now look, what I do is when I push this card through the bill, the card emerges on the other end, and when it does so, it will have gone into the Twilight Zone. Don't look away. You're not going to believe it when you see it. Look at this. Look. 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 The card turns inside out, back to front. Now, you could do this with a hot dog, but it's very messy. You'll notice that I keep pushing that card, and as I keep pushing it, it comes out there. And there's only one thing that most people say. They say, Bruce, could you show me the underside of that card?
Bruce, can you show me the underside of that card?
I'd prefer not to, actually. But if you insist, there's the top, there's the bottom. Let's do it again. Look, just a push. There's the front of the card, there's the back of the card. Back, front. Now, anybody who's really watching this says, wait one moment there. I know you showed me the card, it was in there the way you said it should have been, but when you push that in, there's got to be a back right there under the bill, right? It's got to be there. Has to be. Well, I know you would think that, and I don't want you to think that I cheat. Look, let me show you that seems like it is, but the card turns face up. Every bit of the card, all of it turns face up. Now let me show you again. It's face up, and now it's face down. On this side, and on the inside. Now don't you think it's rather peculiar that you could have the Jack of Clubs in here, and at exactly the very same moment have the Jack of Clubs out here. Now, there are some people that say, wait a minute, I don't really believe that. You know, those doubting Thomas kind of guys, you know, the ones from Azusa. So you see, what I'm going to do is let me show you like this is test conditions in a laboratory. Look, that shows you exactly how the card must lie within the bill, right? Like a test condition thing. All right, look, let's show you. I want you to see exactly. That's just the way it is. Inside the bill, there's no question about it. Let me do this. Let me turn this over. This small piece, the 2/3 piece, is going to turn inside out. That piece is going to stay exactly like it was. Look, this part of the card turns face down. See? Just this part. That part stays the way it was. Now look, this is your money.
Yes.
And I know you haven't forgotten that. I know you haven't forgotten that. All right. Would you put your hand out like that? this is why the other hand. See, that's why I put my hand. Okay, very good. You're good. All right. And just your forefinger and thumb hold onto the top like, look how happy he is. He got his money back. He doesn't care about any card trick. I'll tell you that right now. There's only one way that this trick could have been done. Faster than your eye can see, I fold this card back on itself like that, right?
Yeah.
But if you're holding the card the way you have it now, could you close these fingers up? It might help. Close these just the way you have it now. There's no way I could fold it back on itself because there's a thumb here and a finger here holding the card, right? In fact, before we do this, let me show you that the card really and truly is in there back outward. Hold it tight. I don't want to jump out of your hand, all right? Can you see that that card is back outward in there? Can you see? Here, you can look yourself. See? Back outward in there. Back outward. Hold it tight. This is the way he's holding the card with the bill on the top. Just like this, right? Okay. Now, I'm not going to touch it. Bring your other hand up like this. Put your fingers together like this and go right in here and grasp onto that card. Just hold. Can you feel it? It's right there. Don't move. Just hold dead still. Now, you're going to pull that card out yourself.
Okay.
And when you do that, the card is going to turn inside out.
No.
Just the opposite from the way it is now. Wait before he does it. Still back outward?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
All
At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Look, the card is now inside out. Open up your bill. Look inside. Is there anything inside there?
Nothing.
There's nothing inside. And that's not the amazing part. Let me show you this. These cards actually fit fiber for fiber and piece for piece. And yet, they have never been folded in the same direction. Figure that out, you hotshot engineers.